idea of memory has been something that's very interesting to me for a very, very long time, because of course memory informs everything we do as adults. The memories that we brought with us from childhood really kind of help frame the people that we become. It's quite an interesting concept, is how much those memories influence what we do and influence the decisions that we make day to day as adults, as the adults that we've become. So this is something that we sort of challenged our 10 artists with. How have their memories really shaped who they've become, and how can they transform that into artwork so that they can bring that across to the audience?
It's about memory and it's about culture, and specifically the daily culture. It's a Warholish approach to the Milo. Just instead of Campbell's soup, it's the Milo. And it's something that every Caymanian, every West Indian, pretty much anybody over the world that Milo's in their history would automatically recognize.
This is a portrait of my room from when I was 11 years old, back in 1986. I just think as a kid, your room is like your hub, right? And that's where a lot of memories take place. That's where your collections are, like obviously all my stuff.
I'm quite interested in trying to make a connection between my homeland and home city, Oxford, where I grew up, and Cayman, where I've spent many years, and it's obviously my second home. The children have grown up here, so it's a place I've chosen to stay.
This piece is actually made by recording a video and then recording over that recording, and then recording over that recording, and recording over that recording again. It was made in order to put a piece of video art on the wall, so I wanted it to be as much like a painting as possible. I'm very interested in creating video art physically, so that physical process actually allows it to become a piece of work that then becomes stationary on your wall.
And I was just really interested by the idea of you know, this kind of nostalgic memory that you automatically have about a person. Even if you don't necessarily know a lot about that person, you build up this image in your mind of what you think they were like, and it's always sort of like romanticized. And I think, you know, when we think about years ago, we always think of people being more glamorous or things better than they were.
I remember my husband telling me one of the best places to think was in the outhouse. And we still do that, I'm sure, in the modern bathroom, staying there quite long and you just think. So I thought of what you would hear while you were in the bathroom, in the outhouse, the sounds you hear outside, and really those sounds, they take you back to a different time and different place.
Basically I took the idea of memory and the idea of the preservation of memory, so I did a whole bunch of memory sticks. Kind of preserving memory and the idea of kind of the mechanics of memory and using it and trying to remember which piece goes where.
For each one of these pictures, they are a window into a time, into a moment of the past that by looking at it, I'm instantaneously transported back to that time, and it goes from that still image to I'm again walking down that street, or I am with those people in the photographs, and you know, it fades over time what you all remember about it, but as long as the images are there, it will always take you back.
Well, this is a National Gallery exhibition with 10 local artists, but we're really excited, of course, to be partnering with Butterfield, long-term supporters of the National Gallery, who have come on board again to help us put on this fantastic show.